In today's video, we are taking a look at the highly touted young defenseman currently playing at the University of North Dakota, the Whitefish, Montana native Jake Sanderson. Sanderson was drafted in the 2020 Entry Draft 5th overall by the Ottawa Senators. He's not only the Senators' best current prospect right now, I would argue he's the best already drafted prospect around the league, excluding guys who are already playing in the NHL or who haven't been drafted yet. Jake is actually the son of former NHLer Jeff Sanderson, who had a very good career, even putting up multiple 40-goal seasons with the Hartford Whalers. But for as good as his dad was the highest level, Jake has the potential to be an even better player when it's all said and done. And before we go into the bright future of Sanderson, please consider hitting like and subscribing to the channel if you want to see more cool videos like this. Like most of the highly talented young American players nowadays, Sanderson spent some time with the U.S. National Team Development Program before going to North Dakota. He was not only one of the best defensemen on his team, he also got some experience as a leader and was the captain for his U17 and U18 national teams. In his freshman season at UND, Sanderson would play on a pretty stacked team filled with many other NHL prospects, including, funny enough, many other Ottawa Senators prospects like center Shane Pinto and fellow defenseman Jacob Bernard-Docker and Tyler Clevin. Sanderson would have a really solid first year, putting up 15 points in his 22 games and helping his team win the NCHC conference and get to the NCAA tournament as a number 1 seed before being taken down by Minnesota Duluth in a thrilling game that went to 5 overtimes. This same year, Jake would go to the World Juniors Championship to represent Team USA and would help the Americans win a gold medal at the tournament. And although Sanderson only put up 2 points in the 7 games, his skill and skating were on full display, and anyone who watched the US closely knows just how valuable he was in those games. After a very impressive 2020-21 season, Sanderson decided to go back to the University of North Dakota, as we've seen many young NCAA defensemen do recently. This year, he has looked dominant at times, and has really been far and away the best overall player on a North Dakota team that lost a lot of its key members after last season. Sanderson is currently tied for the team lead in points with 22 in 17 games, and he also happens to be second among all defensemen in the country in points, behind only 2021 number 1 pick Owen Power, who currently has 1 more point and has played 3 more games than Sanderson. North Dakota is also currently first in the NCHC so far, which is one of, if not the toughest conferences in college hockey. They are 8-2 through 10 games, and one of the biggest reasons why is the play of Jake Sanderson. Head coach of Team USA for the World Juniors, Nate Lehman, who is also the coach of Providence College, said he thinks Sanderson is the best player in college hockey, and also that he's as good of a player as the United States has. This is certainly high praise coming from a well-respected hockey mind and someone who has done it all at the college level, winning a national championship with Providence in 2015 and also a gold medal with Team USA in 2021. Sanderson actually was named captain for this year's Team USA before the World Juniors were canceled. Fingers crossed they still happen later in the year. But he was clearly ready to go and to try and help Team USA win a second straight gold, which hasn't happened yet in World Juniors history. If you are a Senators fan, you have to be super excited about getting Sanderson in the organization, likely sometime later this year, and once the college hockey season is over. Sanderson will be a huge help on that Ottawa blue line, and will certainly take some of the pressure off of Thomas Chabot, who has been relied on super heavily since he's been a full-time NHLer. In my opinion, Sanderson is like a better version of a Quinn Hughes. Very similar in terms of the skating ability and offensive game. I do think Sanderson is overall the better player defensively as well, which is what will set him apart from a guy like Quinn Hughes, as good as he is. By the end of this college season, Sanderson will likely be a candidate for the Hobey Baker, and if he keeps up this level of play and helps North Dakota go far, he could even be a finalist for the trophy. In addition, he was just named to the Team USA Olympic team and will represent his country yet again, and will continue to showcase his elite talent on a huge stage. I think Sanderson has the potential to become a big-time star at the NHL level, and his potential ceiling is through the roof in my mind. Make sure to let me know what you think of Sanderson down in the comments and who you would compare his game to. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.